Today in Luther's Kitchen, I'm making something so delicious, so yummy. It's an Italian sausage and cheese bake. So to begin with, I'm cooking some penne pasta, and I'm not cooking it al dente. I'm actually cooking it a little more firm because it's gonna cook again in the oven, and I don't want it to get soggy. So I went about 6 minutes on the penne, and I'm draining that and setting that aside. I'm making lots of this, so I'm making a large quantity, but you can visit my website to get a pared down version. I'm gonna cook some Italian bulk sausage, or from the links that I have removed the casings. Cook it down. Once the sausage is cooked and browned, I'm going to drain the fat by using a few paper towels. And I'm gonna soak up the fat with the paper towels and then discard those. I'm now gonna add some aromatics. I've got a lot of chopped garlic, followed by some diced onion. And I wanna get the onions translucent, put a nice sweat on them. And if possible, as I'm stirring the onions in the pot, scraping down the sides and the bottom, because I wanna get all of those brown bits of flavor so that it can add a nice richness to my pasta. Now I've added in some sliced cremini mushrooms. These are gonna give off a lot of liquid. I actually pulled some of the liquid out. You're gonna see me add it back. And then to kind of give this a little thickening, I'm adding some flour. And I'm making sure that I'm scraping all of that, again, cooked sausage and mushroom and onion mixture from the bottom. As I'm adding the flour, I'm making sure that I'm mixing everything. And then in that area where it gets nice and deep brown, I'm gonna start adding in some chicken stock nice and slow. This was part of the mushroom mixture that I drained out, because again, mushrooms have a lot of moisture. So I'm adding the liquid super slow, and I'm scraping and stirring and adding it slow, and scraping and stirring and adding it slow. After all the chicken stock has been added, you're gonna add a can of diced tomatoes, juice and all. I'm gonna season this with salt and pepper, and then to add some richness to it, I'm gonna pour in a little bit of heavy cream. This mixture now gets poured over the sort of cooked penne in a large casserole sized dish or a baking sheet. I'm going to mix the sauce with the penne. I'm adding cheese. You can use mozzarella, provolone, Asiago, a mix of all three. I'm gonna stir that in, and then I'm gonna put a generous helping of Parmesan cheese on top. I'm gonna bake this in a 350-degree oven for about 20-ish minutes, or until the top starts to get golden brown. And then I'm gonna serve this nice and hot. For this recipe and more, visit myclasscancook.com.